Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a trail building video instead. And so basically, if you don't follow my social media, when I came down the other week to have a look at the trails, I had found this jump had been destroyed, and well, obviously that's not cool. So today I'm going to try rebuild it, kind of. I don't know, we'll see what happens, I guess. But the first job is to move all the dirt out the way so we can see what we've got left to work with. I do have some logs here to help me out, but the main focus will just be to clean it up a bit more. And I don't know, I was thinking about it last night and I was debating whether to make it a bit more shorter but make it taller so you kind of get more airtime, if that makes sense. But yeah, we'll find out what happens. I'll give you updates along the way. So yeah. Okay, so here's an update. Done some digging. That's a lot more dirt than I was expecting to come out of this area. But you know what? I'm definitely not complaining. Yeah, no. I reckon we could do something with it. Just looking at it now, I reckon I should make it so the takeoff is there. And then, I don't know, it comes up like there maybe. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna keep taking some of this dirt out and put it into the pile over there. And then, yeah, I'll see what happens, I guess. But I'm excited to see how it's gonna turn out. Okay, so you might be able to tell, but I've done some work. I've tried to level this bit out as much as I can because it's always, well, better to build on flat ground because then it stops all the dirt and falling off and stuff. I've also cleaned up this bit as well, so it's not so sandy pretty much. And then this is pretty much the main thing I've been focusing on. So basically, usually when I build a jump, I don't really focus on the landing that much, which is half my problem, which I'm trying to sort that out. So I've just been focusing on the landing before I finish the rest of this. Yeah, no, it definitely looks much better than the last landing. Jeez, I can't speak. Yeah, no, I'm interested in how it's going to go. I'm going to put some more dirt back here to kind of level it out a bit. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this can turn out, and I'll keep you guys updated. And we're back a few minutes later. I've sorted that landing a bit more. It definitely looks a lot more level and it's not sloping downward, which is 100% a plus. Future me problem is going to be sorting out the rest of this, because yeah, I don't know, it's going to be a tricky one. Now you might be looking at this and be like, why have you put something that's sticking out? Basically, in the future, over time, I want to build it so it has a taller lip and then a shorter lip, and then that can be like a hip kind of landing, so you can jump and go land at an angle, if that makes sense. So I chose that one specifically because it means you could put a bunch of dirt against there and it just helps with the support a bit more. But that's a future job. The job now is to sort the other half of the jump out, which I don't know, it's kind of nerve-wracking because I want to do it properly and I want to make sure it's good. But yeah, pile of logs there. Now the reason I'm using logs is because, well, it makes my job easier. Like, don't get me wrong, that is a good chunk of dirt right there, but it's because the ground here is very, clay. It's very hard to break up and, well, put in a jump. So logs is there to help me and minimise the workload I've got to do. Eventually, at some point, I would prefer to use no logs and just dirt, but I would need a place with hero dirt to be able to do it. So if you know any places, let me know. Alright, so after a lot of trial and error, I've finally got the setup that I'm going to use. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover it with dirt completely flat, and then I'll try and make it a lot more stable. And then I'll put some water on it, because right now it's the middle of summer and that's very dry. So I'm going to put some water on it to hopefully when I pack it, there we go, I can speak now. When I pack it, it can compact more. So yeah, time to go do that. Obviously that's not going to be the final height of the lip. I'm definitely going to make it a lot more taller. I'm actually going to take inspo from the Belmont jump. If you guys know what I mean, it's on the table for one line and it's the middle one of that. So yeah, hopefully this goes well, we'll find out. So yeah. And we are back. So I have done some more work on the lip. It's looking a lot more better now. I reckon for what it is, it's rideable. However, when I leave, I'm going to put some water on it and then leave it for a bit before I come back and do some more work, because then I need it, well, the water to, I don't know, compact it all, really. And then with this rest of the dirt, there is that other jump down the line. So I'm going to put some of that dirt on there. And then because that jump there is like a racer jump pretty much, so I need to put a proper lip on it. And then you go off that jump there, and then go on the jump, come all the way down, and then wash off this. So yeah, very good progress. I'm proud that I've made this far. Yeah, I don't know, we'll see what happens, I guess. So yeah, cool beans. Okay, so after looking at the first jump, I realised this is going to be the next project, because it is quite literally just falling apart. So my plans for this jump is that I think I'm going to make it into a step down. So I need to build up the lip a bit more, because, well, the way in is very flat, so I need it to be a step down so you get more speed, basically. So anyways, and then I've done not a huge amount of work because I'm tired, but I've done some more work on this racer thingy-majiggy. I understand it doesn't look like much, but it's not designed to be much yet. Eventually I do want to make it a bit more bigger and make the lip bigger, but we'll get there at some point. But yeah, at the moment I haven't actually ridden it yet because, well, I'm tired, I won't go in, but you know. Yeah, so it looks alright, and the reason why I'm keeping it as a gap and not turning it into a table is because, well, it's got a big ass case pad on it, and yeah, I just don't really need one, to be honest. And I will tidy up some of that dirt, but other than that, it looks pretty good. So yeah, let me know what else you want to see on this channel, and I'll see what I can do. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.